Greetings, my name is Aprc. I'm here to share some views with you on the following topic, which is parliamentary elections is the pudding and the eating will be at the National Assembly. It is when National Assembly members make laws that we can eat or laws that we cannot eat. Therefore, the latter will be refusing us the possibility of living in liberty. Therefore, the very reason why people, especially electorates on the ground, should attach a lot of importance to the National Assembly elections that are forthcoming. And here I will send a direct message also to the youth of the country to understand that politics is not funfair. Politics is not association by need or by personal interest. It should be based on national interest. Now, politics itself is definitely not a game. And we understand that there are people who see it as a game. But the moment you meet a person who wants to transform politics into a game, make them understand that people are not poker cards. We shouldn't go by statistics meant to count that will lead to popularity. We should go by statistics meant to count leading to productivity. That being the case, we should understand that politics as science should definitely be synonymous to the meaning of science itself, which is observation and derivation of facts. Now, observation can be done under tyranny, facts can be derived, but standing up to prove those facts is where a tyrant is different from an individual or a system that is not tyrannical. Now that Yahya Jammeh is no more, I believe nobody has the excuse to say that if I speak up, I will be killed. That being the case, we should stop this culture of acting the victim, Gambians like that. Even if it comes to a point where people have to speak truth to authority, many would rather sit and say, what has X, Y, Z, what have they said? What have X, Y, Z, or what has X, Y, Z said? Now, if you combine X, Y, and Z, it becomes they, then you will say, what have they said? They who? The moment we start using pronouns like they, him, her, means you are shifting the responsibility to another individual. When in actual fact, the very thing you have that qualifies to speak up and to challenge authority when authority is abusing authority, or when a person charged with the responsibility of serving the nation is abusing that position, then I believe that person should think twice. Why would you lean on somebody who's not more qualified than you are? Because the basic qualification here is nothing more than being a citizen. And then understanding the responsibilities that wait for a citizen, particularly within the framework of law and also within the fine traditions of democracy. Now, that being the case, people should look at other countries to understand the weight or the might of the vote. Now, when a vote is mighty, means the might of a dictator is reduced. When the vote or the meaning of a vote is weakened, means democracy is weakened. Well, just look at America as an example today. As powerful as this country is, it is a place where you will see a president intend to, or in fact act by using an executive order, meets resistance along the way. Usually the resistance comes where? From a judge. Who empowers the judge? The law. Who makes those laws? Congress, Senate, or parliamentarians. Now here you will see then, the law is supreme. Nobody should be above the law, nobody should be below the law. And laws cannot be turned to games. Therefore, the very reason why people should be mindful of what they read or what they hear. They should always be leaning on what they understand. Even if you understand it in the wrong way, explain what you understood. Then to those who know the difference between the cured thought and the sick thought would help you cure your sick thought. Now, brothers and sisters, we are going towards a parliamentary election in the Gambia. We have reached a point where Gambia has set an example, and other countries, particularly in Africa itself, can copy from the Gambia that Gambia has set a record. The Gambian abroad, intellectual or not, has proven to the world that there is a country in Africa that can change a government without giving the opportunity to our critics abroad to qualify us as savages. That is the very reason why we should all jealously guard the freedom and democracy that has emerged in the Gambia. Well, to that effect, for those who vote, remember, law says if you are 18 years of age, you can vote. You know, it is not the president that decided that, right? It is the law. It is the law that decides how old you can be to be married or not to be married. It is the law that decides how many years a president can stay in his or her office before renewing his or her mandate. It is the law that established NIA. It is the law that established PURA, GRA, and other institutions. Well, if that law is an outcome of our efforts, mentally and physically, why would we allow that law to turn around and then become a snake to bite us and kill us? It is the same way as money. Human beings came together to use their minds, and they agreed on principle that this particular piece of paper decorated so and so is money. Now, the moment minds come together and then say this is no longer recognized as money, it will not be money. It will not be currency. If you want to know the example, look at the French franc in France before the euro was introduced. The moment ECO is introduced in West Africa also, our current currencies will have no meaning. That is why laws are amended. Laws do not amend themselves. No, a law doesn't amend itself. It is the people that amend the laws. So this is why we should educate our people, particularly the youngsters, to understand that The same way we came out talking to people is the same way we will come out again. That parliamentary elections, if you look around and observe, in fact, they are more important than the presidential election. Because it is the parliamentary elections that decide how the country will be run. It is the one that decides for the president what you can do or cannot do, what you are allowed to do or not allowed to do. It is those very laws that can turn around and then empower the parliamentarian to impeach the president and remove him from power. My brothers and sisters, parliamentary elections are very important. Sit back, relax, think through it, understand that you not voting is more harmful to you than you voting. Now the decision of voting for a particular political party or a particular group of people will not come from me. That is why we said Democrats, speak to convince, but don't speak to persuade. Because the moment you want to persuade, you are one of those who qualify politics as a game, and politics is not a game, it is science. Thank you, brothers and sisters. This is your brother Isa Bokasi. That's all I have to say for this time. Thank you.